Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be recapping the latest episode of the CW's hit show iZOMBIE, which is in its final season. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Like and subscribe for daily content. The episode begins with the murder of a tech billionaire. He was planning for the zombie apocalypse with a bunker set to sustain life for several years. He also happens to have Peyton's name on his list of people who would live in the bunker. Peyton tells Ravi that she has no idea why this man would want her in the bunker, as she's never met him before. Liv ingests Cornell's brain and she and Clive get to work on solving the mystery. They speak first with the new CEO of the company, who is also the ex-girlfriend of the victim and is also a zombie. They interview a man who sold microdoses of mushrooms to Cornell, and he's played by another Veronica Mars cast member. He was in the third season and attended college with Veronica. Liv runs into Major at the zombie safe house, and he tells her that he's going to go to the local school the next day to find out more about a teacher being fired for being a zombie. Liv suggests that instead they hired this man as a tutor for the orphan children who live there at the safe house. At Fillmore Graves, the two soldiers that shot up the human bar a few episodes ago are taken off ice and told that they can continue to operate in the shadows for a new boss, which is obviously not Major. They're asked if they want to meet the new guy in charge, and they agree. They're led to a parking garage where they get into a van with some guy that looks very wrong. He has some sort of skull covering on, and he's taking hits from some kind of tube. He tells the soldiers that they're the next step in evolution and should be at the top of the food chain. One of the soldiers declines the man's offer, and he reaches across and rips his head off. He then puts a wig on and welcomes the remaining soldier to the cause. Liv has a flash from Cornell's brain where she sees him adding Peyton's name to the bunker list and taking off the name of the assistant, who walks up and sees this happen. Clive and Liv go to the company to talk to the assistant. She reveals that she also had a relationship with Cornell and was going to be with him in the bunker until he saw Peyton at a fundraiser and became interested in her. During this conversation, Liv has another flash where she sees an angry man upset with Cornell for not giving him what he paid for. Major and Liv bring the fired zombie teacher to the safe house and offer him the job as tutor to the children, and he accepts after being a little starstruck at being around Renegade. Clive and Liv figure out that the man Liv had a flash about is a local business owner and also someone who was very anti-zombie. Liv tells him flat out that she ate Cornell's brain and saw him in her vision. The man gets angry and storms out, telling Liv that the time of the zombies is nearly up. The zombie teacher, Graham, is caught talking about working for Renegade at the scratching post, and the next day he's kidnapped by the Fillmore Graves soldier and tossed into a van. Meanwhile, Liv and Clive arrest the business owner in the death of Cornell, as they found one of his contact lenses at the crime scene. In the van, Graham is blackmailed into working for the creepy man. Liv has another flash in which she sees Cornell's ex-girlfriend threatening him. She tells Clive and although they've already caught who they assumed was the killer, it may not have been him. She tells him that Cornell was being paid for use of his app to ID all the zombies, which the businessman would have used to out the zombies and have them killed. She tells Clive that maybe it's for the best that he stays locked up. They end up getting a confession out of the ex-girlfriend, and she says that she did this to protect zombie kind, and then asks Liv why she wouldn't do the same thing as Renegade. The episode ends there, and I figure that we're heading into a serious civil war between the remaining humans of Seattle and the zombie population. So many people are now looking to Liv to protect them, and I'm sure this will lead up to something big as we end the series. I'm going to leave this one right here. Be sure and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing if you haven't already for daily updates. Thanks for watching, everybody.